My mother was unalived by my daddy's side chick. My daddy's side chick, she and two other women, they hid in some bushes. And when my mother walked past those bushes, they jumped out and she shot my mother in the chest. And my mother lived about 45 minutes after being shot. She bled to death. She bled out. I believe that my mother could have survived that gunshot wound if she had received medical attention in a timely manner. My mother was the only one of my grandfather's children who was actually raising her children. My mother was the only one who even worked. My mother, when she was alive, she worked at a chicken factory. And she was taking care of her 4 kids, my grandfather, and my aunt. My mother, when she was alive, she kept my auntie in check. For example, my auntie did not degrade us or beat on us or anything like that when my mother was alive. No. But she tried, though. Not with us, but she tried with my grandfather. One day, I remember, I was in the yard. I was playing jump rope. And my aunt, she just walked up to my grandfather. He was sitting on the porch and just hit him. And my neighbor, she said, "Oh, Pat, I'm going to tell Mary Neal." That was my mother's name, Mary Neal. "I'm going to tell her time she gets home what you did." And when my mother got home, only thing I can remember is my mother walking past me, and a short while later, like a flash, like some people was just running fast past me. That's the memory that I have. But our neighbor and my grandfather, they filled in the blanks for me when I got older. Exactly what happened that day. When our neighbor told my mom what my auntie did, my mama, she just walked into the house, didn't say a word. She didn't give any response. What my mother did was she went into the house and she took down a bed. You know, your beds have those wooden bed slacks. She got one of those bed slacks and she started beating my auntie. And it was my mama and auntie that flew past me at that time. My mother was chasing after my auntie, and my auntie was screaming, get her, she is trying to kill me." My mother, she kept my auntie in check. But my auntie was the baby, and my grandfather raised 3 of his 4 children as a single parent. And he babied my Aunt Pat. My Aunt Pat, according to my auntie, my other auntie, she said that our grandfather would not discipline my Aunt Pat. He would allow my Aunt Pat to do anything to them. She was his baby, and she the one that grew up to make him cry. Grew up, hit it on him, cursing him. One time I witnessed this right here. My auntie grabbing a knife, and my grandfather was just laying on the couch watching television, and she went in the living room, grabbed my grandfather's arm for no reason whatsoever, and just stabbed him in the arm and did like this. And my grandfather was just gushing blood, and she wouldn't allow him to go to the hospital. Thank goodness, at the time that he didn't die from his wound. But she would get a hammer and just start beating him with the hammer. She tried killing him. She tried killing him right there in front of us. See, here's more trauma that my brothers and I suffered. And we were really young. We were preteen. We were really young. Watching all of this, witnessing all of this, having our mother being unalive, having my dad abandoning us. My other 2 brothers had different dads. Their dads were never in the picture. And my auntie, she beat us all except my oldest brother. She said she admitted that she was scared of him. But the rest of us, when I said beat us, I'm talking about you get a beating at least probably a couple times a week. Why? She can go and gamble and lose money, or someone else would have, a grown up would have said something to her wrong or whatever, and she would just come home and just take it out on us. How do I know this? She is the type that when she beat you, she talked to you. And it been times I was thinking, why are you punishing me for what a grown person has done? My mother, she was a caregiver. She was a giver. I remember when she was alive, that she used to allow other people who were homeless to stay with us, and she would just take care of everybody. She was the type of person that if you were hungry, she would give it to you. And she died, and she was 22 years old. And she was a hard worker. Of all of my grandfather's children, she was the only one that other people had something good to say about. But she's the one that had her life cut short, while the rest of them live. It just crazy how the world works. How that the good can die young and evil lives a long time.